Good afternoon. Okay. Now, let's do few more properties based questions. Okay. Although it is said properties based questions are not there, we get that type of questions in integration and differentiation. So we discuss few questions in that form. Okay. Because prove that questions are there. It may be asked. Okay. Sometimes it will be asked for okay, case study questions and all. With like the previous one, we learned some formulas were given. Okay, so like that, it will be asked. Okay, write the questions. Write in simplest form. Write in simplest form. Okay, we need the same thing in integration also. Write the heading. Write in simplest form. The first one is tan inverse of 1 by root of x square minus 1. Tan inverse of 1 by root of x square minus 1. How will you do this? What is the substitution we have to do? What is the substitution you have to do? We put, what is the substitution you have to do? X square minus 1. Okay, if you are thorough with the identities, you can do this. Minus 1 is there, isn't it? X square minus 1. That means, okay, sine square theta plus cos square theta means you will get 1 minus form. Here we will get 1 minus form. Okay, x square minus 1 means either we should have the cosec square theta minus cot square theta is 1. And what is the next identity? Sec square theta minus tan square theta is 1. Okay, so either the first one or second one we need. So which one you will use? Whether the first one or second one? Which one you will be using here? We can use sec square theta minus tan square theta. Okay, so we know that sec square theta minus 1 is tan square theta. So what we can do? You put x is equal to sec theta. Put x is equal to sec theta. Therefore, the given problem will become tan inverse of 1 by root of sec square theta minus 1. What is sec square theta minus 1? Sec square theta minus 1 is tan square theta, isn't it? So we'll get 1 by tan theta. We get 1 by tan theta, which is same as tan inverse of, what is 1 by tan? It is cot theta. So it will become tan inverse of tan of 90 minus theta. So tan inverse tan will get cancelled. So it is pi by 2 minus theta. And what is theta? It is sec inverse of x. Pi by 2 minus sec inverse of x. Pi by 2 minus sec inverse of x. Okay, finished? Rijas? Emmanuel, is it okay?
Can you show me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Finish? Write the next one. Tan inverse of tan inverse of root of 1 plus x square minus 1 by x. Tan inverse of root of 1 plus x square minus 1 by x. How to do this? Tan inverse of root of 1 plus x square minus 1 by x. So what you can do? Here also we need 1 plus tan square theta, isn't it? 1 plus tan square theta, we know that 1 plus form. Okay. But other form and all we will get 1 minus sine square theta or 1 minus cos square theta. So either 1 plus tan square theta or 1 plus cosec square theta, because 1 plus cot square theta. Only these two forms we can use. So which form you can use here? You put x is equal to tan theta. When you put tan theta, it will become tan inverse of root of 1 plus tan square theta minus 1 by tan theta. What is 1 plus tan square theta? 1 plus tan square theta is sec square theta, isn't it? If you take root, it will become sec theta. So it will become tan inverse of sec theta minus 1 by tan theta. Okay, now simplify this. We can write this as tan inverse of sec theta means we can write this as 1 by cos theta minus 1 by sin theta by cos theta. Sin theta by cos theta. So which is same as tan inverse of 1 minus cos theta by cos theta by sin theta by cos theta. So cos theta will get cancelled. So we get tan inverse of 1 minus cos theta by sin theta. So which is tan inverse of, what is 1 minus cos theta? It is 2 sin square theta by 2 by, what is sin theta? 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2. So 2 gets cancelled, 1 sin will get cancelled. So sin by cos. What is sin by cos? We'll get tan inverse of tan theta by 2. So the answer will be theta by 2. And what is theta? This theta? It is tan inverse of x, isn't it? We put x is equal to tan theta by 2. Finished? Finished? Yeah, yes. Okay. Finished? Over? Dia? Okay, write the next one. Cos inverse of cos 3 pi by 2 is equal to cos inverse of cos 3 pi by 2 is equal to cos inverse of cos 3 pi by 2 is equal to dash. Cos inverse of cos 3 pi by 2 is equal to dash. What is the answer? Cos inverse of cos 3 pi by 2. Four options are given. A is pi by 2, B as 3 pi by 2, C 5 pi by 2, and D is 7 pi by 2. Try this one. Similar question we have discussed, isn't it? In the last class, we have discussed the similar question. Cos inverse of cos. How will you simplify this? Cos inverse of cos 3 pi by 2. How will you simplify this? Yes, Emmanuel, tell me, Emmanuel, how will you simplify this? Cos inverse of cos 3 pi by 2. Emmanuel. Is it possible to cancel cos inverse and cos? Emmanuel, tell me.
Yes, ma'am, it is between
Ah,
0.
is it between 0 and what is the principal value of cos?
0 to pi.
0 to 2 pi for cos.
Pi.
0 to pi. Okay, 0 to pi. So 3 pi by 2 means 3 into 90. So which is 270, isn't it? So will it lie between 0 to pi?
No, ma'am.
No. So we can't cancel, isn't it? So then what is the next step? Cos inverse of cos 3 pi by 2, we can write this as,
5 plus 5 by 2.
yes, it is cos inverse of cos pi plus pi by 2. Pi plus pi by 2. Now what about cos of 180 plus theta? Which quadrant you will get? Cos of 180 plus theta means it lies in the, it lies, third quadrant. Cos is negative. So you'll get, it is minus cos pi by 2, isn't it? Is it okay? Then what is cos inverse of minus x? What is cos inverse of minus x? It is cos inverse of minus x.
Positive.
It is cos inverse x. So we can write this as cos inverse of. What is the formula, Gauri?
Pi minus cos inverse of x.
X. Yes, it is pi minus cos inverse of cos pi by 2. Cos inverse of minus x is pi minus cos inverse of x. Now, so it is same as pi minus pi by 2. So we'll get pi by 2. Finished? Okay, so the next one, right, the next one. Next, we are going to do one more question from, okay, it will be asked from relations and functions, or it will be, okay, if you take look at the next question, it is combined on both from the relations and functions as well as from inverse trigonometry. Write the question. Let f from A to R given by f of x is equal to tan x. F from A to R given by f of x is equal to tan x. Then first one, what is domain of f? What is domain of f? What will be the answer? What about the domain of this function? Yes, what is the domain of this function? F is a function from A to R. Then the domain A of the function is, what is the domain? What is the domain A here? What we have learned about tan x is it? Okay, tan x is defined for all the real numbers except multiples of 90, isn't it? Whenever you get tan 90, it is undefined. So we can define the domain as, R minus set of all x such that x is of the form 2n plus 1 into pi by 2 multiples of 90 or odd multiples of 90. So all the real numbers except R minus, okay, because we know that tan 90 will be not defined. It is not defined. For y is equal to tan inverse of x, give the domain and range. Give the domain and range. What is the answer? It's a direct formula, isn't it, Navrin? What will be the answer?
Domain is R and range minus pi by 2 to pi by 2.
Okay. Now let's do few more case study questions from relations and functions. Okay, we are from relations and functions. For this next test paper is on Tuesday. That day we'll be writing the test paper. Okay, portions note down. Those who are not there in the previous period, note down. Chapters, second chapter, inverse trigonometry, along with case study questions from relations and functions. Case study questions from relations and functions. That is for the next test paper. That is on next Tuesday. So prepare well, start learn. Write the question. Okay, the question is like this. A teacher writes following functions on the board. Okay, a teacher writes following functions on the board. The function f from R to R is given by f of x is equal to mod x. Second one, g from R to R given by g of x is equal to greatest integer function. G from R to R given by greatest integer function. H from Z to Z. H from Z to Z defined by h of x is equal to 2x plus 3. P from n to n. P from n to n divided by P of x is equal to x square. P of x is equal to x square. Now answer the first one. Whether the function f is, if you take the first function f is, okay, the four options are given like this. First one, it is 1, 1. Second one, on 2. Third one, 1, 1 and on 2. Fourth one, neither 1, 1 nor on 2. Neither 1, 1 nor on 2. What is the answer? The first one. Modulus function is neither 1, 1 nor on 2. Is it correct? It is neither 1, 1 nor on 2 because range is not equal to f. Okay. So it is neither 1, 1 nor on 2. The second one, for the second one also the same question with the same option. The function g from R to R given by g of x is equal to greatest integer function is 1, 1 or on 2 or 1, 1 and on 2 or neither 1, 1 nor on 2. What is the option? Yes, in both the cases, if you look at the function f and g, both the functions modulus x and greatest integer function both are neither 1, 1 nor on 2. Okay. Now look at the third question. Again, for the function h, the function h is, option is same. Is it 1, 1 on 2, 1, 1 and on 2, neither 1, 1 nor on 2. The function h is 1, 1 on 2. What is the option, Dia?
1, 1 and on 2.
It is 1, 1 and on 2. Yes. Okay. So for the third one, it is 1, 1 and on 2.
Ma'am,
Yes. Yes, Punya.
ma'am, it's integer, so divided by 2.
So will it be 1, 1 and on 2?
No.
No. Where is Dia? What is the answer? Looking at the linear function, look at the domain also there. Check it. Is it 1, 1 or on 2? Dia, what is the answer? Yes, you can assign some values and you can check. Is that no? Z to Z. What is f of? Okay, what is h of 1? 2 into 1 plus 3, so which will be 5. What is h of minus 1? It is 1. It is from Z to Z. Is it possible? Check it. Will it exist? 2. How will you check? Is it on 2? 2x plus 3 is equal to y. So 2x is equal to y minus 3. Therefore, what is x? Y minus 3 by 2. X is equal to y minus 3 by 2. Okay, so when you assign some values for y, what you will get? What you will get? Yes, Dia, what is your answer? Srihari,
It will be 1, 1.
suppose I give y as 6. Suppose y value is 6. What is the value of x? Emmanuel, when y is 6, what is the value of x? When y is 6, what is the value of x?
15.
15. How will you get 15?
Y is 6. Okay, ma'am. 3, ma'am. 2.
3. Is it 3? 2. Y is 6. When you substitute it here, what you will get? Shivani, when y is 6, what is the value of x? When y is 6, what is the value of x?
Ma'am, 3 by 2.
Yes?
3 by 2.
3 by 2. Yes, 3 by 2. 3 by 2, is it an integer? 3 by 2, is it an integer?
Yes, ma'am.
So it is not an integer. So will it be onto?
No.
No, it is not onto. Okay. Now look at the next one. F from n to n. P is a function from n to n given by P of x is equal to x square. Okay, n to n.
Ma'am,
Yes.
so for the second question, it's 1, 1. Right?
Which one?
No, for the previous question.
Yes, it is. Wow, it is 1, 1. It will be 1, 1, but it is not onto. So this option D, third one is not possible. Okay. So it is A, 1, 1. Yes. A is 1, 1. It is neither 1, 1 or onto. Onto is not possible. 1, 1 and onto is also not possible. It is 1, 1 you will get. Now look at the next one. P from n to n given by P of x is equal to x square. What is the answer? Aryan? P from n to n defined by P of x is equal to x square. Is it 1, 1 and onto? Options are same options. Yes, children, what is the answer? P, is it 1, 1 and onto?
Only 1, 1.
Is only 1, 1. Onto?
No.
No. So here also for the next one also the answer is A, isn't it? Okay. Now write the next one. Write the next one. Let R is equal to set of all ordered pair L1, L2, where L1 is parallel to L2. Where L1 is parallel to L2. Okay. R is equal to set of all ordered pair L1, L2, where L1 is parallel to L2. If L1 is equal to, if L1 is, y is equal to x plus 4. L1 is given by y is equal to, sorry, not plus, it is minus, x minus 4. Then L1 is y is equal to x minus 4. Okay, the line L1 is given like this. Then, which of the following can be taken as L2? Then, which of the following can be taken as L2? We are given with the 4 options. R is set of all ordered pair L1, L2, where L1 is parallel to L2. And L1 is given by y is equal to x minus 4. Then which of the following can be taken as L2? We are given with the 4 options. What is the answer? L1 is parallel to L2. L1 is given by y is equal to x minus 4. So among this line, which one is possible? The first one is 2x minus 2y plus 5 is 0. 2x plus y is equal to 5. 2x minus 2y plus 7 is 0. X plus y is equal to 7. Okay, sometimes you may get more than one option, no problem. You give the answer.
A and C.
A and C, both are possible here. Okay. How? Two lines are parallel means the slopes must be equal. Suppose you are given a line like this, ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. What is the slope of the line? Slope of the line is given by minus a by b. Slope of the line is given by minus a by b.
But for the exam, we'll have only one option here.
Sometimes you may get, you can't see, this is, okay, this is also a question we got from the board. If it is there means which one you feel correct, you mark it. If both the options are correct means, sometimes again one more option will be given, A, B, both A and B, like that the options will be also will be included sometimes. Here multiple answering in this question, we get multiple answer. Okay. Write the next one. R is equal to set 1 2 2 2 1 3 3 4 3 1 4 3 and 5 5. 1 2 2 2 1 3 3 4 3 1 4 3 and 5 5. First one, whether R is symmetric. Second one, it is reflexive. Third one, transitive. Fourth one, none of these. Fourth one is none of these. What's the option? What is the answer?
None of these.
None of these, because it is not reflexive, not symmetric, not transitive. Is that no? 1 1 is not there. 2 2 is there. 3 3 again is not there. So it is not reflexive. Is it symmetric? You revert it and check. 1 2 2 1 is not there. Then what about transitivity? 1 3 3 1. Okay, you take some element and check. 1 3 3 1. Whether 1 1 is there? No. So if it is not transitive, then what is the option? It is none of these. It is given as none of these. Write the next one. R3 is equal to set 1 2 2 1 1 1. Is it reflexive, symmetric, transitive? None of these. Will it be reflexive? No, because we look at there, we have 1 2 and 1 1 is there, but 2 2 is not there. Okay. Is it symmetric? Yes, isn't it? It is not reflexive, but it is symmetric. Is it transitive? Yes. Okay. So now the next question is, which is the element to be added to make this as an equivalence relation? Which element is to be added to make this as an equivalence relation? Yes, which one is to be added? 2 2. Yes, because the only thing why is violated is here reflexive. Only 1 1 is there. One more element there we have is 2. So what is the element to be added there? 2 2 is to be added to make it as reflexive.
Ma'am,
Yes.
for yesterday's test, there is a question like 1 2, it is transitive.
Yes.
Can you explain that?
It is, what is it? We have discussed that question. Okay, 1 2. Is it reflexive? 1 1 is needed or 2 2 is needed, but it is nothing is there. So it is not reflexive. Is it symmetric? 1 2 is there means we need 2 1. Is it transitive? Yes. Why? What do you learn for transitivity? If AB is there and BC is there means it should satisfy. BC is not there means we can take it as granted and we can write it is transitive. Okay. Okay, children. So with this, we wind up. With this, inverse trigonometric is over. The next class will be starting with matrices. So learn all the operations in matrices and come. Okay. Thank you. Is the time up? Okay. Now, 1 second, I'll mark the attendance.